don't know where I'm headed for. Makes no difference, I say, anymore. Well, I got no future and I've got no home. Can't do nothing now but roam. Well, I say, freight train, going so fast. Freight train, oh, now going so fast. Well, I don't care what train I'm on, as long as it keeps a rolling on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and the wider world web. Here we are, episode number 49 from the Duncan Showroom, far side of 5:30 p.m. sharp, as Longevity John would say.
That's right.
That's right. Just a couple of minutes. What are you, looking over my shoulder?
No, I was just looking to see if you were right.
If I was what?
You're right.
We have a clock back there, yes. And it's a Tuesday after Valentine's Day, and as John said, did John say 14 years since Willie passed?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Today. Yeah, I think he said today.
Valentine's Day. Wow. Hard to believe. Yes. Amazing. And how are you doing, sir?
Very well. I'm doing okay. A little tired here and there around the edges, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good.
You're still looking good.
Oh, thank you.
The new crop is on its way, on its way to infamy.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's a new crop.
That's a great thing. Yeah, birds could nest in there. All
They
sorts
could.
Of things could happen.
No, just birds are okay. Other things, no.
Right. Yeah. So draw the line at squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah, they're too aggressive.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I feel pretty good. I haven't been eating a whole lot lately. I've been last few days I just didn't feel like eating, but that happens anyway.
So
sometimes.
you said. Maybe with spring, the appetite will return with spring.
It could. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a kind of a fall spring, got a little bit warm. The sun came out this week. It was very joyful. Flowers poking their heads through.
Yeah, like I was saying, they're going to be doing the flower count pretty soon.
Oh, my Lord, in Victoria.
Yeah, they do it. They get over 1 million flowers.
Right. Amazing, eh?
Yeah.
The Garden City.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There you go.
I said 1 million flowers. My God, that's amazing.
Ay.
That's, people's gardens, right? So,
Yeah. Well, we're glad to be here. Show number 49. Got a good one today?
A good one.
Hello? Did that catch you off guard?
Yeah, you did, actually.
Oh, there you go. What are you going to start us off with?
Well, I thought maybe I'd do a country tune.
Oh, nice. I love it when you do country tunes. Is it Charlie Pride or?
No, it's not Charlie Pride this time. It's Randy Travis.
Oh, right. Nice.
Randy.
I
just saw Randy Travis, as a matter of fact, on Matlock. He was on Matlock the other morning.
You and your Me TV and all the classic.
Yeah.
Where did they first appear?
They had all the people, and then a special appearance by Randy Travis.
Nice. And he was very young?
Oh, well,
Youngish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he sang a couple of tunes. He acted a little bit, but he was mostly singing.
They put some music in Matlock. Well, he loved, Andy loved music, didn't he? So we would throw in.
Well, he played the banjo and the guitar.
Oh, I forgot that, yeah.
Yeah, he was even on Andy Griffith, and he does it on Matlock every once in a while.
Right.
And he'll have different musical guests like Randy Travis and different blues artists he'll have on there.
I've watched a few where there was music involved.
Yeah.
Glad you got classic TV on the go.
It's kind of like Clint Eastwood, right?
Yes.
Clint Eastwood loves the blues and the jazz.
Right, he does. Yeah, good player.
I'm gonna take you down to the riverside where the water runs slow and wide. There's a big old rock on out in the middle. I took my hammer and chisel, worked all day so you could see just what you mean to me. Carved your name right next to mine. It'll be there here till the end of time. Our love will last at least that long, yeah. It's written in stone how I feel for you. Written in stone what I wanna do. Spend my life and my life hereafter, oh, loving you. If we live to be 100, if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know that my love for you is written in stone, yeah. Now there's a place on the edge of town. When I was a kid, I found two names in a stone together, lying side by side forever. It was there and then I knew, if I ever thought our love was true, I'd surely want to write it down on something that would be around now when all the spoken words have come and gone. It's written in stone how I feel for you. Written in stone what I wanna do. Spend my life and my life hereafter, oh, loving you. If we live to be 100, if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know that my love for you is written in stone. All right. And when this life is come and gone, our love will still be written in stone. Now I feel for you. Written in stone what I wanna do. Oh yeah. Spend my life and my life hereafter, oh, loving you. If we live to be 100, if we don't make it half that long, I want you to know that my love for you is written in stone. Written in stone. Written in stone. Yeah.
Written in
Thank
stone,
you.
indeed.
Yeah,
Holy
really.
moly. That is beautiful. Nice. Well,
like-
did you have a game of mushy dice with your lady yesterday on
No,
Valentine's
but
Day?
we've been playing with some people in the Michael Terrio and his family in the in PEI.
Right, and you mentioned Michael before, who was a student of Victoria's and gone on
I'm
to.
trying to work it out with Ted there to see if we can get him on, how we could do it to have Michael on the show. He's been in quite a number of movies, and he played
Right.
Tommy Douglas.
Right,
He
yeah.
had the lead role of playing Tommy Douglas and everything. So he said sure he would be willing to
Yeah.
be on the show. He played Gollum in New York City.
Oh,
and-
wow. Yeah, he's done a lot of great things.
And they took the set apparently from Gollum in New York. They flew it all the way over to England, and he did a show over there with.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Huh. And he had been a student of Victoria's
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah,
Right.
many years ago. Yeah.
So he's got the dance, he's got the singing, he's an actor.
Yeah. He
Right.
went into acting from Mayfield and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Mayfield's the school where Victoria is.
Yeah. She's retired now.
Right. Good thing. Well, she had to take care of you this fall. My goodness. That was a full-time job, I'm sure. I'm sure, does he still do some stage as well, or mostly movies?
Well, one of the things he was doing is he's been dying in most of the movies that he's been playing.
Yeah.
That he's been going into, and he plays in one of the Chucky movies. He's a doctor in one of the Chucky movies, and he gets killed in that.
So he doesn't want it to become a thing.
No.
But
he says every time he tells his mom to watch one of the movies that he's done, she watches it. You're always getting killed.
But as they pay me, Mom.
So we played. There's a family living in Ontario, and his brother lives in Ontario, and I'm here, and Victoria's in Grimsby. So we played. There's about 9 of us
Holy
sometimes.
Moly. That's not the dice, but the other game.
No dice.
Oh, with dice.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a lot of sitting, waiting for your turn.
No, well, it goes real fast.
It does.
It goes real fast because when you roll,
Yeah.
you say what you got, then you say the person's name that's next to you that goes after you. And so when it goes around, you can roll your dice, and by the time it comes to you, you can say what you have and then say the person's name, and then you roll again.
Oh,
so
I see.
It's not, people aren't waiting for you to roll a lot.
You got it clicking along.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. You're becoming a bit of a Zoom master now with your computer skills.
I am.
Your iPhone or whatever.
Zoom Smith.
Zoom Smith. You're a technological marvel, my friend. Well, let's see who's commenting. Mr. R. Rustlin, beaming across the Great Lakes, prairies, the Rockies, and the Gulf Islands, a not-so-warm greeting, apparently Ontario's chilly, from sleepy and snowy Uxbridge, Ontario.
Oh,
Happy to join us. And Bill and Pat, who know of Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne Kozak from the phenomenal original lineup of the Hans Stamer Band. We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah.
Because you said he was also in Powder Blues.
Powder Blues.
Right, so he's got a good musical history. Peter says, great to see the Wayne and Wade duo. Victoria, great song, Eugene. Always a pleasure to see you two make your magic. Does she mean me too?
Magic.
Magic.
We're magical.
Bill.
We're like Laurel and Hardy.
Excellent. It's excellent. Not Mayfield. Michael was my student at Etobicoke School of the Arts.
Yes, I made a mistake. Okay.
Sorry, Victoria. We straightened that out.
We straightened it out.
But that's great that you're still in contact. Well, our guest, who has a guest as well.
Yes.
So 2 stellar gentlemen are joining us this afternoon with, colorful pasts. Wayne comes from Edmonton. Has been a West Coaster for many years, he said, migrated to Vancouver in 1969. An exciting year, I would think. Yes, and he's got John Wade with him, the illustrious stand-up bass player.
From Hamilton.
That's near Brantford, you know.
Yes, it is.
Bit of a tougher town than Brantford, in a way. Steel town. Yes. Well, let's welcome them. Wayne Kozak and John Wade. Come on down. Happy to have you gentlemen with us today. And John, I might point out, always well-dressed. He's got the greatest shoes on, so, you know.
Even I mentioned them.
Oh, he's a classy guy. I know. Wayne, how you doing?
I'm well, thanks.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
And you were here not that long ago with your quartet, is that right?
I was, yeah. It was a great night.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was in the quartet with you?
John and Phil Nunes on keyboards.
Oh, lovely.
And Peter Gillespie on drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You had a good time.
We had a good time.
How have you found adjusting to the playing to the internet without audience so much, or was
Well, on our gig here, we had a full house.
You did great.
Yeah,
That's
it was
great.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It
why
always
didn't you bring
amazes
him tonight?
It always amazes me when people come out to see a sax player. But
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
yeah.
Well, you've got a great musical history, and where did you start your music journey?
I grew up in Edmonton, and sort of in high school, I picked up the sax, and my father bought me a sax when he was out of work, and he got a check in the mail for holiday pay, so he went out and bought me a $300 saxophone, and
Nice.
And I took 4 free lessons, then I quit playing for about a year,
Yeah.
which drove him absolutely nuts. And
Right.
then I started playing again. I met some jazz players
Right.
and so on, and yeah.
So you gravitated to jazz right away.
Right away, yeah. High school, I was in the jazz club.
Oh, nice.
Somebody
Ooh.
invited me to the jazz club.
That's a good high school.
And the first thing I heard there was John Coltrane on an album called Africa Brass, which is just like had 10, 11 horn players on, and they were all screaming and playing
Yeah.
elephant sounds on the French horns and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And I absolutely was mesmerized. I fell in love with it. That became my musical path all of a sudden.
Nice. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Now, we've often heard guitar players why they pick up the guitar, but do you think saxophonists get the chicks as well?
Well, you know what they say, the sax is the instrument of the devil when it comes to women, right?
Right.
Especially, it started in the 20s.
Oh, right.
It got a bad rap because it was seducing girls all the time.
Oh, isn't that a terrible thing?
Wow.
And you migrated to Vancouver for music, or?
Yeah, I was playing with some people in Edmonton. It was a very successful band on the prairies, and we were playing R&B and that kind of stuff. And Hans Stamer was singing in it after a while. He was the last singer we had in it. And then there was a fellow in Edmonton, his name was Gay DeLorme, who was an amazing musician and guitar player. And I'd known him since junior high school. And he wanted to start a band, and he asked me to join it. And we had bass player Kenny Passarelli, who went on to play with Elton John and Joe Walsh on Rocky Mountain
Wow.
Way and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And other various people. Hans sang in it for a while.
Right.
And it was, that was 1969. It was an unbelievable band. And
Nice.
you know, people used to come and see us at this hippie club
Yeah.
where there's just cushions on the floors and stuff.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was.
Ah.
Where was this?
It was at the, I can't remember the name of the club now, but it was in Vancouver,
The
on
Nucleus.
Pender and
The
Maine.
Nucleus.
No, it wasn't the Nucleus.
Oh, no?
It was way before that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the club had two parts to it. There was a kitchen in between the club on our side, where we played. We started at 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning. We used to
Oh,
play
wow.
until the early hours. And then on the other side, there was a strip review that had these two guys doing sort of a comedy review
Yeah.
along with the strippers, and they turned out to be Tommy Chong and Cheech Marin.
Oh, you're kidding. Of course, they started
So
in Vancouver,
we used to
yeah.
play on the other side and play. You know,
Right.
we'd get there early and we'd go and sit in and play behind Cheech
Oh,
and Chong
nice.
and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, that was long before they were known. So
Right.
Well, you and
Yeah.
I have a Chong relationship because I used to play at the Kubla Khan and
Oh, cool.
the strip club.
yeah, I
For
played
the
there too.
strip, you played there?
You got to pay your dues at the strip
You know,
club.
yeah, you know, back then in Vancouver, I rented the upstairs of a house in Kitsilano. The rent was $90 a month, and there were a lot of months I didn't make my rent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
geez.
was you know, that time
Yeah.
struggling, but who cared, you know?
Yeah. You lived
Yeah,
through
we had a
it.
great time.
Nice. Well, what have you got to start us off with here? You brought a song with you?
Well, yeah, I brought a song. The first thing we're going to do is Bye Bye Blackbird. And
Nice.
basically, this is sort of a conversation with John and I.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
beautiful rendition. That was lovely. Yeah, nice take on it.
Thank you.
Where did you find the elfin fairy behind you here with the big bass? He's sometimes seen bicycling through Duncan with his bass strapped over his back, or maybe that's urban legend. I don't know.
You know, John was one of the first people I met when I came to Duncan. I went to this this food festival they were having at Keating Farm, right?
Oh.
And John was supposed to be playing there, but
Right.
unfortunately it was pouring rain.
Right.
And so John and a couple other musicians were sitting by the side. But I knew there were musicians and introduced myself, and we've been friends since.
Nice. Feast
Yeah.
of Fields.
Yeah, Feast
One
of
of
Fields.
those?
It was, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Great time. Now, you've also brought some of your paintings with you today. Do you want to describe how you began your painting journey?
You know, wasn't much playing happening through COVID.
Right.
And prior to COVID, I had this weird thing where I had chronic hiccups for about 4 years or so, or maybe longer. Excuse me. And so it got to the point where I couldn't play anymore. So I didn't play for about 9 or 10 months. And then, fortunately, the hiccups went away. And I started playing again. But for some reason, I felt I needed something more to do other than just playing music at that point, because I felt I was starting to catch back up
Right.
from what I had been doing earlier. And so I started painting, and so I've been doing these paintings.
Nice.
Yeah.
And just
And-
taught yourself?
Yeah, and you know, I've always really loved modern art. If I'm in London, I go to the Tate Modern and stuff
yeah,
like that, and
yeah.
it's yeah. So I started doing it and getting great feedback from artists, friends of mine, and from gallery curators that I know and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I got about 25 paintings now.
Have you done a show in Victoria?
No, I haven't done a show yet. I keep wanting to do it. I want to do one here in Duncan because I'd like to play at it.
Right. Interesting. Yeah.
So you know, for the opening, to have John and somebody else join me and do a little playing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I wish the new art center the new gallery or whatever that they've been
It's
talking
in the
about
works.
sort of comes,
Might
would
be ways
happen.
away,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that would be cool.
yeah, it's a great thing in a small town.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And the thing that's interesting for me with painting is every time I paint, I learn something new. Whereas with music, I felt like I was sort of catching back up to where I was at. You know.
Right.
So it's really, it's pretty cool.
Oh, good journey.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where did you meet the big fella here?
Eugene, where did I meet you?
I don't know. I remember being at your house a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some friends that I knew, like Phil Nunes and
Phil Nunes.
Right.
Thomas Kinsell, were playing with you, and I think I came to a gig somewhere out in Maple Bay or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That's when I
yeah.
first met you. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a while ago, eh?
yeah,
I've been here 27 years,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
you've been here longer than me.
Well, no, I've been
Oh.
only on now since 2006.
Oh, that's right.
2007,
Okay.
so yeah.
Something drove you out of Vancouver, or just a
Well,
wanna
you know,
slow down?
I had this recording studio. I'd been in the audio production business, doing commercials and music
Right.
for television and recording voices for animation series and stuff like this.
Oh.
And it got to the point where you know, when people were coming to me, they used to come to me for my musical advice, and they'd say, "Here's this piece of film, or here's a commercial, and what would you do with it for music?" And that changed as the internet grew
right.
larger and larger, where everybody all of a sudden became an expert
Yeah.
in everything. And so instead of asking me to come up with something for music, they would tell me what to do.
Oh yeah.
And after a couple of years of that, I kind of went, okay, that's enough, and
Grew a little stale.
ended
Yeah.
up selling the studio and moving to the island. Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah, things change, don't
yeah,
they?
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Well, what would you, or Gene, you gonna do one, or the boys
No,
gonna do
no, they're
one?
going to do another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this one's called "Beautiful Love." It's originally I heard it as a Bill Evans on keyboards, who used to play with Miles Davis, and it's just a gorgeous tune. So become part of my standard bunch of tunes I play.
Gentle flourishes at the end there. Lovely.
Thank you.
It's sure great to hear you play, Wayne, I tell you.
Oh, thanks very much.
You know, one of the things I love about jazz is the way that jazz players insert, little musical notations or musical jokes in their references,
Yeah.
right, in the solos. And it's a certain sense of humor and sensibility that seems to run throughout. And kind of challenging, right, to see who picks up on
Yeah.
the little cues. I have a deceased friend who was a jazz guitarist, and he used to introduce me, say, "This is my friend Billy. He's a folk singer. He doesn't know any real songs, so he makes them up." Yeah, he makes them up. But yeah, it's lovely to hear those renditions.
Thank you.
Now, before Eugene does a song, I want to tell you that he is djembe certified by Stu Salmon. Stu put him through his paces, didn't he, Gene?
Yeah, for about a year, I would go to the Crofton pub when they had the jazz there.
Yeah.
And I told him I just wanted to play the djembe. I didn't want to sing or anything like that. So he let me do that. But people kept bugging him to get me to sing. And he'd say, after a while, he'd say, "Eugene, would you sing one song for them?" I said, "No, I don't want to." I said, if I do that, it's going to change everything. Because they're going to want me to sing every Sunday when I come around. And so sure enough, I decided one Sunday, I gave up and I said, okay, I'll sing a song, and I did. And sure enough, every Sunday that I went back there, they wanted me to sing more and more. But he put me through the paces,
Well, you're a good singer. You're a great singer.
Oh, thank you. But he put me, like, with the djembe, he made me, sometimes I'd come off stage and I'd be sweating,
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes he wouldn't have a drummer, and just myself and him and keyboards or whatever, And he made me work at it.
Great player.
Yeah. So I said to him after about a year, I said, you know what? I feel like I could play with any jazz band in the world. Which was probably true at the time,
Yeah.
An unusual mix. And also somebody who mentioned a fellow heart survivor, our good friend Phil Noons,
Yeah.
who's doing well again. It's good to see, isn't it?
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. How long since is he in recovery? Since his...
Was it six or 8 months? 8 months?
Is that
It's more than a year.
Oh,
Is it
more
more
than
than
a
a
year.
year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like nothing happened.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, Gene, sooner or later you'll be back to...
It's
Fit and
different for
flying.
It's different for everybody.
Yeah,
True,
oh,
yeah.
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 Both these cats got there before anything bad happened.
Right, which is good.
It's really good. We got it so good here.
Yeah.
See, one of the things they would ask you they were concerned about was depression.
Yes. Oh yeah, with cardiac stuff.
Yeah, like they ask, and that never happened with me, or probably not with Phil either,
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
We got some good listeners. Lonesome Don Wilkie, who was here a couple weeks ago.
Good,
Super
yeah.
cool, man. That was smooth. And, that's a language I don't understand. Colleen Finley. Johnny Knuckle, Rohan's Rock Pile. What does that mean to you?
There was a club on 4th Avenue in Vancouver that
Oh.
was kind of like, it was the scene for many, many years. Kind of a hippie club to start off with, and then, almost a lot of the early bands from the 70s
Right.
that came out of Vancouver.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was
Wow.
really infamous, yeah.
Joint.
It was really hip, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Johnny.
Johnny Knuckle is new.
Yeah,
Johnny.
at one point
Is
I played
what?
there 19 weeks in a row,
Yeah.
and with a different band each week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, amazing, eh?
It was that kind of place.
Huh.
Rohan's, yeah.
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 Oh, you were lucky to play that place too. It was a good place to play.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was, and when Kitsilano was a little bit more sort of LSD inspired than it is now.
You figure there's less LSD in Kitsilano these days?
Culturally.
Culturally, yes, so to speak.
But it was a great club. I mean, a lot of big acts that came into town, Stones and other people like that,
Oh.
they would show up at the club after
Nice.
their gig. And
Right.
yeah.
And those hours, I mean, you said starting that.
Well, this
late in the
place was
morning?
a different place. It
Little different.
was regular hours, 9 till 1 or something.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Huh, wow. Well, Eugene, what are you
Yo.
going to cook up for the lads?
Yo, okay. Okay.
You come right in with the liquor.
Yeah. We'll do that just for fun. Boom, 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 up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dee-da-dum. Bum, 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 ba-dee-da-dang. Boom, 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 up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dee-da-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, boom, boom, bum, ba-dee-da-dang. Working hard for my bread and butter. Seem like things are getting a little better, as long as there's room for fun and play. Getting to know the people I dine with, they've got big plans all their own, as long as they leave a little bit of room for fun and play. Boom, 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 bop, yeah. Bop, ba-dum, bam, ba-dee-da. Bum, 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 ba-dee-da. Boom, 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 bum, man. Bum, ba-dum, bam, ba-dee-da. Whoop, ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dee-da. I could go on and try and explain, but it's up to you to make a little change. Leave a little bit of room for fun and play. Some of you do, some of you don't. There's those who can and those who won't. Leave a little bit of room for fun and play. Working hard for my bread and butter. Seem like things are getting a little better, as long as you leave a little bit of room now for fun and play. Oh, yeah. Getting to know the people I dine with, they've got big plans all their own, as long as they leave a little bit of room for fun and play. Oh, yeah. Whoa, leave it. Whoa, leave it. Leave some room for fun and play. Leave some room for fun and play. Fun and play. Working hard for my bread and butter. Boom, 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 bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dee-da. Bum, 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 ba-dee-da. Yeah. Boom, boom, working hard for my bread and butter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bread and butter. Wow. Sounds like you've been playing that one for years. That, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb, was worked up in the few minutes before showtime.
It was.
You got those talented jazz players, man. They can just do that. Good ears. Good ears and a
Good
good
ears.
band leader.
So next week,
Next week, it'll be our 50th birthday.
that's right.
50th show date.
Yeah.
And we had something cooked up, but we cooked up something new.
We cooked up something new.
That's right. Going to be a surprise, you figure?
Well, yeah, it's always a surprise.
Leave
yes.
it as a surprise, sure. But they'll be tuning in, and we've cracked 50 minutes, so that's pretty exciting because we had such a good show. Ridge Turos, Finding That Groove, so nice from here. Thanks, gents. Gloria Laycock, great music, guys. That's some new fans you brought to us. Thank you. John, what's on the John? Where's John? John? That John. Wayne? What's on the horizon for you? Have people started to book a little more liberally for spring and summer?
Well, my next gig is Rainfest.
Oh,
which is
Rainfest!
February 26th at 6 o'clock in the City Square.
Great to see the return of Waynefest. I can't speak now.
Jeez.
Rainfest. I'm losing it.
The acid's kicked in.
It really has. I put on the sweater. I can't enunciate. It's- It's those
Wayne-
loose
for
jazz
Waynefest.
tones. Yes, so great that Rainfest rides again. The doctor and Longevity John and all the staff putting it together. John, what about you? You were saying that you play every Saturday at the Masthead.
That's right.
For 17 years.
Something like that.
Incroyable.
Incredible. That's a lot of Saturday nights.
That's a lot of Saturdays. You got my spoken word event by 3 years. That's amazing. That's a long
I
time.
call it the longest gig in Duncan that nobody knows about.
Except the fine diners. They all know you. It's good food there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful room, and we're free with the baby grand and no amp, and it's just
Right.
It's
Nice.
just beautiful.
Nice. Good, Wayne. And who are you bringing to Rainfest? The quartet?
Yeah, it'll be the quartet, John and Phil Nunes and Peter Gillespie. Yeah.
Right. Well, I hope you're protected enough from the rain and your fingers are warm enough.
I'm hoping they have good heaters on stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Good heaters. Yeah,
Good heaters. Yeah.
Are you listening, John?
Yes. Yeah. Got heaters. Oh, good.
Great.
Musician heaters.
Yeah.
That's important. And Gene, are you playing the Rainfest?
I am. I'm going to be doing maybe one or two songs with
good.
Chris and Diana.
Oh, nice. Chris Whiteley and
Yeah.
Dinah Braithwaite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So that, because I can't do a 45-minute
No.
show yet or whatever, not yet.
But you're going to get up on their set.
Yeah.
Nice. What day is that?
The 27th, I believe.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Just don't wear yourself out for your Tuesday gig. High profile one. That's right.
I won't.
Good. Oh, Gene. Do you want to crack your eyeballs for the last song?
What do you mean, take these off?
Yeah. I give him a hard time. He thinks he's Stevie Wonder.
There's a little bit of peer pressure here.
Oh, yeah. I just like to see his peepers.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Say goodnight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this show. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this show. Well, come on back next week, and we'll play you some more. Go on, take it, Billy.
Well, good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this show. We got Wayne, Kozak, and John Wade, and a whole lot more. Well, come on back next week. We're gonna play you some more.
Take it, Wayne. Take it, Wayne. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you had a good time. Oh, yeah. Well, good night, everybody.
Oh, good night, everybody.
Hope you had a good time. Well, you know, we'll be back, and the music will be sublime. Here we go now. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, come on back next week, and we'll play you some more. Good night.
Bam!
Bam!
Eugene's dice exaltation. Bam! Gentlemen, it was a treat to have you here, and thanks for the fine music.
Thank you.
Yeah, Wayne
Thanks for having us,
Kozak
yeah.
and John Wade, really a treat. Thank you so much. And you, sir, you're a treat too, Mr. Eugene Smith. Glad to have you around. That was show 49. Thanks to Longevity John and Dr. Ted Cadillac and our audience.
And our audience.
We
a
have
bit
an
of
audience.
Yeah, a bit of an
Yay!
audience tonight.
All right. It's good to see live people, isn't it?
It is.
Versus the other kind.
Very good.
Nice. All right.
night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you
night.
next week for the
night.
surprise 50th show. Yay!
Yay. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Something deep I say inside me dying. Well, I've got to keep moving on till the memories of her are gone. Well, I say, freight train, are going so fast. Freight train, yeah, going so fast. Well, I don't care what train I'm on, as long as it keeps rolling on. When I die, bury me please, way down at the end of old Chestnut Street. Well, I say poplars out on my head and feet. Tell her that I've gone to Celine. Well, I say freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Well, I don't care what train I'm on.